What's up, man? I want to talk about the PBC up and coming fight schedule. I'm gonna talk about the. I'm gonna talk about do I am at the fights that I'm excited about and the fights that I'm not so excited about. Now, I remember what was that last year or two? No, that was last year when Fox had a rollout just like this. It was bigger last year. The rollout was much bigger last year, and the fights were way better than this time, because you had on that one you had Danny Garcia, Keith Thurman. I believe you had Laura and what's the name on that one too. You had Laura on that one, and on this one you had some other good fights on that one too. I can't remember that whole rollout, but I can remember the fights that I seen. And to me, this rollout was a little bit lackluster. Seeing that all the fighters that PBC hold in their stable, and they hold a lot of really good fighters in their stable. To me, the rollout could have been much better. Now it's a couple fights that I'm intrigued by. I'm intrigued by Ugas and Sean Porter, because I want to see how Ugas handles Sean Porter's pressure. I want to see what kind of a fighter he really is. I seen Ugas a couple times. He looks pretty good, pretty strong. But I want to see if Sean Porter can bring a better Ugas out, because Sean Porter's style usually brings a better you out. Either you're gonna be a better you or he gonna steamroll you. So I want to see that. We all know the intriguing fight, the marquee fight on there is Earl Spence versus Mikey Garcia. Is finally it's happening. For weeks they've been talking about it in the media. People were saying that Mikey Garcia is just trolling Earl Spence. He really don't want to fight. Then I believe when Mikey Garcia had a mandatory, everybody said, "Oh, he gonna go fight the mandatory. He gonna duck Earl." People are always jumping so far ahead instead of waiting to let some things materialize a little bit. People always jumping ahead so they can be the first one to say somebody ducked. You know what I'm saying? I don't I don't take too kindly of saying somebody duck right away. I let things play out a little bit. You gotta let things play out a little bit and see what's going on underneath the surface. See what's going on, on top of the surface. So they already the fight date is here. They're going to fight. That's the marquee fight, and I'm intrigued. I'm excited about that fight because of the fact that Mikey Garcia is moving up in weight, and he's facing Earl Spence, who's one of the best welterweights. You know what I'm saying? So in a crowded of welterweights, that we still need to have some conclusion with those welterweights that already is just a crowded space. But yeah, so that's an intriguing fight. Um, there's only really two fights in there I'm really intrigued by. Now they got some other fights. They got the Charlo brothers. They got one of the Charlo brothers fighting Willie Monroe Jr. I'm sick of seeing Willie Monroe Jr. You know what I'm saying? It's in this lineup right here in this rollout. PBC is kind of retreading fighters like a Willie Monroe, like no, Lamont Peterson. Even though he's fighting Lipinets, which I think that's gonna be a decent matchup, but Lamont Peterson is retreaded. I'm sick of seeing Lamont Peterson. Santa Cruz is fighting somebody, Miguel Flores. He's not fighting Gary Russell Jr. That's who I wanted to see. See, that's the fight they should have rolled out. Him and you know what I'm saying, Gary Russell Jr. You seeing Anthony Durrell fighting somebody I don't even know who he is. You got Earl Spence and Mike Garcia, which I think is an intriguing fight. Lamont Peterson is a retread. Peter Quillen is fighting Caleb Truex. Okay, and you got Danny Garcia fighting Adrian Granados. At this point, I'm sick of seeing Adrian Granados. You know what I'm saying? Seriously, man, it's they are. Oh, you got John Molina fighting, what's that kid name? I always forget the kid's name, but John Molina is another retread. I'm so sick of seeing it's like 3 or 4 fighters on here that just retreads. I would rather seen uh, uh, Peter Quillen fight. Oh yeah, Peter Quillen fighting. What's the Anthony Durrell. I would rather seen, like I said, Gary Russell Jr. in Santa Cruz. I would rather seen that Sean Porter Ugas fight is pretty cool. Like I said, the Earl Spence Mikey Garcia fight is good. But I would rather have seen, some of these other matchups, like a Lamont Peterson. I wouldn't mind seeing Lamont Peterson fight Danny Garcia. You know what I'm saying? And they could have matched Adrian Granados up with Sergey Lipinez. That to me, that would have made a better fight than Sergey Lipinez and Lamont Peterson. You know what I'm saying? They could have mismatched that and did that a little bit better. But this rollout to me, this is for all the great fighters. I mean, the really good fighters that PBC has. This rollout is this is a weak rollout. Like I said, that other rollout that PBC had, that was a really good rollout. This rollout, not too excited about this rollout. And I know a lot of people probably was like, "Oh, you just hating on PBC." No, I'm not hating on PBC. They have the best fighters, so they should have the best rollout. They rollout shouldn't be like a DAZN rollout or ESPN rollout because they don't have the stable yet. You know what I'm saying? The Zone is cultivating fighters. They got Boo Boo Andrade, they got Canelo, they got. I don't think they got Danny Jacobs yet, but he's with Matchroom, so he's with Eddie Hearn. Eddie Hearn's with the Zone, so he's probably gonna end up fighting on the Zone. They got some other fighters, but they don't have a stable like PBC. And PBC has a better stable. They should be giving us better fights than this. Like much better fights than this. And like I said, it's only like 2 fights I'm really intrigued about. The other fights, I don't want to see Keith. Oh, Jose Cito Lopez is another retread. I don't want to see Jose Cito Lopez, even though Keith Thurman's coming back off a 2-year layoff. I don't want to see Jose Cito Lopez fight Keith Thurman. I don't. For what, man? Come on, man. If Keith Thurman if I believe Keith Thurman should have fought Ugas off his layoff. Ugas would have been a good fight for Keith Thurman to come back on. You know what I'm saying? That to me, that would have been a better rollout. Have him fight Ugas. Have Sean Porter fight Earl Spence. You know what I'm saying? See, it's fights on the PBC side is having a hard time being made, and everybody talking about these other, avenues, but PBC is having a hard time getting these guys in the ring as well. So when people tell me, well, Earl Spence has a lot of options, Crawford don't have that many options, but Earl Spence is not getting in the ring with these guys. He's about to get in the ring with a lightweight. He's still not finna get in the ring with a welterweight or a welterweight of any significance. He's about to get in the ring with a lightweight. So come on, man. Like I said, PBC, the rollout that they got, it's iffy. When you look at the fighters that they have, the rollout doesn't match the fighters. Now, they got some big names in there, but the big names are mostly fighting retread fighters. You know what I'm saying, man? Where in the heck is Jose Cito Lopez been all this time? I haven't seen Jose Cito Lopez since he broke what's the name's jaw. I haven't seen him since. You know what I'm saying? But they continuously bring him out of nowhere, out of nowhere. So, like I said, they could have did much better with this rollout. If your premier fight on this rollout is a lightweight coming up to fight a welterweight, we got a problem. You know what I'm saying? That shouldn't have been a marquee fight. If that was a fight on the card, that's fine. But it had to be a couple fights that should have been better than that, even better than that. So like I said, man, I'm sick of the retread fighters. I don't have nothing against Molina. I know everybody's trying to make money. I had nothing against Jose Cito Lopez. I had nothing against Adrian Granados. Had nothing against Lamont Peterson. But those dudes are done, man. At least they're done being marquee fighting a marquee fighter on a rollout stage. Like when a company rolls something out, it's something innovative, it's something new, it's something fresh, it's something for people to get excited about. You don't roll out something for people, you know what I'm saying, not to get excited about. I'm trying to look up the previous rollout that they had, because last year the 2017 rollout was way better. Let me see, Fox. Let me see, PVC 2017 fight schedule, fight list. Let me see, because those fights were much better matchups, way better matchups than now. Let me see. Let me see, man. Trying to see if I can get them, man. I don't think I can get it. But yeah, those were much better way better matchups than what PPC rolled out now. Now, the good thing is Keith Thurman is fighting again. So Keith Thurman is back. Finally has a fight date. It's finally good to see Keith Thurman back out in the public eye talking. He said he was frustrated by his injury. That's why he didn't do a lot of interviews. Okay, I mean, that's his prerogative. He can do what he want to do. But him and Earl Spence had some words on the stage. Earl Spence said, when I start winning, you start getting hurt. And Keith Thurman said he's still the best. That after he fight Jose Cito Lopez, get this warm up. He said he's gonna fight Sean Porter Ness, which I know he already gonna fight Sean Porter Ness, and he's saying the same thing that that Earl said. He wants 3 belts when he fight Earl. He said he want 3. He said he want 3 belts on the line when he fight Earl Spence. So that means he want to fight Sean Porter after the Ugas fight, and then after that fight, he want to fight Earl Spence. So he can have 2 belts. Earl Spence already have his one if he prevails versus Mikey Garcia, and so that's how he wanted to be. He said he want 3 belts on the line. So we'll see if we get it. And then later on, when they were doing one-on-one interviews, Earl Spence came up again and said, "You start getting injured when I start winning." Earl Spence, he doesn't look comfortable talking trash. You know what I'm saying? He doesn't look comfortable. It seemed like he let the YouTube boxing community and some people in the YouTube boxing community put a battery in his back and say, "Man, you got to go step to Keith Thurman. You got to do this. You got to do that." And he just doesn't look comfortable doing it. He looks awkward. He looks very awkward doing it. It's good that he's doing it. That he's telling Keith Thurman that he wanna. I mean, but they already had this conversation. They had a conversation plenty of times. They was on the platform for Showtime. I forgot when somebody was fighting. It was Deontay Wilder. It was Keith Thurman. It was Earl Spence, and it was Gervonta Davis, if I'm not mistaken. And they had words saying they want to fight then. So I don't know why people get excited about people confronting each other. It's fine if they confronted each other if they already got the fight signed. If they got the fight signed, that's cool. Now, say for instance, Keith Thurman never said he wanted to fight Earl Spence, and Earl Spence never said he wanted to fight Keith Thurman, and the public want them to fight. And then the first time they see each other, they tell each other they want to fight. Okay, that's something to get excited about. But we done seen them time and time again, even in the same room on the same stage, say they want to fight each other. So I don't see what's so happy about it now. That why is everybody getting so excited about them two confront each other now? If the fight was signed, right now, Mikey Garcia and Earl Spence, they can get at each other on social media and everything, because guess what? The fight is signed and it's going to end in the ring. All the talking, all the chatter, all that tough talk and all this stuff about I'm going to beat you, you going to beat me, we know it's going to end in the ring. You know what I'm saying? So we already know that it's going to have a conclusion. I don't like people talking mess and fighters talking to each other, beefing with each other, and no fight is signed, and it's not going to be a conclusion no time soon. So, like I said, same thing I said about Terence Crawford and Earl Spence. I don't care about them fighting over social media and Twitter and you this, you that. Sign the fight. sign the fight, and then y'all can do all that stuff. And hey, I will help hype this up, but I'm not gonna hype it up if y'all not going to sign the contract and this stuff is not gonna end in the ring no time soon. I'm not finna wait 2 years, man, for the fight. You know what I'm saying? And we all know who want to wait 2 years. So far, we know who want to wait 2 years. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, this was a pretty decent role. Oh, Omar Figueroa, he's gonna fight John Molina. I mean, he's gonna beat John Molina up, and I believe Sergey Lipinets is gonna beat Lamont Peterson up. You know what I'm saying? Keith Thurman is gonna beat Jose Cito Lopez up. The only reason why I'm watching the Keith Thurman Jose Cito Lopez fight is to see how Keith Thurman looks. Because if Keith Thurman had a fight before this and then he was fighting Jose Cito Lopez, I wouldn't even look at it unless, I hear through the grapevine that it was a great fight. Just like Terrence Crawford. If the rumor is true that he fighting Mike Alvarado, I'm not gonna look at that fight. If I hear from the grapevine that it was a great fight, I'll go back and look at it. But I'm not interested in looking at that fight. I like Terrence Crawford. Terrence Crawford is my favorite fighter in boxing right now, next to Keith Thurman. And I'm not gonna watch it if you're gonna fight Mike Alvarado. I don't want to see that, man. Just not interested in it. It has no significance or nothing like that. I mean, nothing with that fight. It's nothing. What is Mike Alvarado? Is he he's a welterweight now? Is he a top 30 welterweight? Probably not. You know what I'm saying? But top rank probably got him some pull and probably got him in the top 20. He shouldn't even be in the top 20. Where has Mike Alvarado been all this time? Yeah, I know he had a fight on the Manny Pacquiao undercard when Manny Pacquiao fought. But where was he at before that? Would they just get him off the couch? He come beat somebody up, and now you finna fight Terrence Crawford? Maybe. Come on, man. I don't want to see that. But like I said, let me know what y'all think, man. This PBC rollout, to me, it was a weak rollout. I thought the 2017 rollout was way better. It was some way better fights on there. You know what I'm saying? It was it was headlined with that Keith Thurman and Danny Garcia fight, which had tremendous significance in the welterweight division. You know what I'm saying? Whoever won that fight walked away with 2 titles, and we were 2 fights away from undisputed welterweight. That's why that has significance. That's why that was a great fight for 2017. I mean, the headline for this rollout is Errol Spence fighting a lightweight. And he's still not fighting a significant welterweight on the PBC side once again. This one I don't understand. People have been making a case for Errol Spence since he fought Kell Brook. After he fought Kell Brook, people started making a case. Well, Errol Spence, he has a lot of fighters on PBC side to fight, a lot of welterweights. And then he fight Lamont Peterson after Kell Brook. People still talking like he still got. And then he fight that one Mexican kid that he knocked out. And you know what I'm saying? And then people kept on making the case for Errol Spence, saying Errol Spence still got a lot of people on his side to fight. That's why Terrence Crawford wanted to fight him so fast, because Terrence Crawford had nobody to fight. And then Errol Spence is gonna fight a lightweight. He's still not fighting a significant welterweight. It's 3 fights after he fought and beat Kell Brook, a welterweight of significance, and that was significant because Kell Brook had the IBF title, so that was a significant fight, a great fight, a great matchup, a really good fight. And ever since then, Errol Spence has not fought a significant welterweight on the PBC side. But yet he has all these options. I'm trying to figure out what are all these options. If he is not going to even get the welterweights on the PBC side, why not just fight Terrence Crawford and get that belt and bring it back? Why would he want to trump? Just go trump Bob Arum. Just go over there. If you beat Terrence Crawford, guess what? All the welterweight titles are at PBC, the PBC side. Why not do that? I mean, it's either one or two things. To me, it's only one thing. Somebody around you don't believe you could beat Terrence Crawford right now. You know what I'm saying? Look, it is what it is. But like I said, let me know what y'all think, man. I'm gonna be out of here.